welcome, welcome to another episode of the WDWpov Live Stream Show. Yeah, I look like garbage tonight.
Remind
You should have reminded me what?
Welcome to the show. I'm not sure. What is this? Episode 156 of the WDWpov Live Stream Show. We are fresh off of a Disney trip that we just took last week from, what was it, February 21st through technically the 28th, March 1st. We got back home. We did what, about a 23-hour drive back home. So, yeah, we're a little tired tonight, a little bit dragging at the moment. I ended up getting some kind of head cold and chest, not so much a chest thing, but my voice isn't really there. He's starting to get something.
I don't know.
Jack was coughing off and on during the week. How are you, Patty? You seem to have skirted all this. What are you doing? How you doing? Are you there? Hello?
she's muted.
Oh my goodness. She'll be back. She'll be back. Hey, Lily, how's it going? Yeah, not quite sure. My wife was muted there for the moment for some reason. And Caleb, always good to see you out there. Patrick, Pat the Puzzle Man, nice to see you on a nice Monday evening. But yeah, episode 156. I don't know, it's weird. You see the number of people watching?
Mm-hmm.
It like jumps. It'll show like, one number, and then it'll show like 5 or 10 less, and then it'll show 5 or 10 more.
I don't care.
I'm not sure what's going on.
They're not there.
People are just
They're
like
not real.
watching and then dropping off. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, there, is she back? Are you there this time? Can we hear you? Oh, we can't. She's got that microphone that she has trouble with. I know I can come down there and fix it, but I'm sure everybody will be thrilled to see me going downstairs and trying to fix her microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Heather, how's it going? So tonight I'm going to run downstairs and try and figure out why my wife's microphone isn't working. This happens with her computer all the time. I'm not sure what the deal is, but I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to take a look at it while you talk to our audience and keep the show running. You good with that? That means you have to actually talk. You can't just sit here. Okay, you're probably going to hear silence for the next 20 minutes.
Well, you got me, whatever this is, so you made it a pain to actually speak. Oh my goodness. I feel like crap. I look like crap too. I haven't shaved in like a week. Why are you talking? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. They can't read lips either. Okay, well, let's just remove them real quick. Nobody wants to see that. Do I have anything that I can entertain people with? No, I'm not good at this. I'm not entertaining. Right now, my face is the joke. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Is it working yet? You people out there aren't giving me a lot of material to work with here. How was the trip? It was pretty fun. Can't complain. You got to go to Disney for free, basically, like I usually do. It's the first time I've gone on a trip since I've started working, so I actually had money to buy stuff with. Did you have good weather? Most days it was good weather, except every day we went to Epcot, it was raining.
Can you hear us now?
Yes.
There, I fixed it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Literally every day we went to Epcot, it was raining. Every other day was fine.
No. Every other day wasn't fine. Some day there were a couple days it was so cold that we were freezing to death.
Well, that was a personal problem on your end.
The Hollywood Studios was freezing.
Yeah, it was so freezing. All the cast members were wearing gloves and hats and coats.
One day you'll figure out how to hook that microphone up.
One day you might figure out how to operate the washer.
No, that's not going to happen.
Okay, so I don't think
I'm going to know how to operate all of these things. What did I buy? Well, I could run downstairs and grab some of this stuff. One thing I bought was this.
Yeah, check out what he bought here. This is the OG, and this is the new one. Check out the back, though. See, mine, the OG one is the Beast.
Mine makes more sense.
Yours
let's be honest.
is LeFou.
do you want to go get what you got?
Gaston.
What souvenir did you get?
Like what?
The toy.
When can you check September?
Oh, we'll check it another time, not while we're live.
Now we have Gaston times 2.
I got coffee from the Polynesian Village Resort and a pineapple coffee mug.
Oh, that's right. You got a pineapple coffee mug too. Did I get anything?
Not from the Polynesian, I don't think.
I don't think I got anything on this trip.
Did I get anything?
From Japan, I got socks.
You got socks from Japan, special socks.
Okay, why don't you show? JJ would like to show what he got.
Oh, this is cool. This is pretty cool.
Here, I'll hold it.
The claw
press the buttons.
from Toy Story.
Yeah.
And it actually works.
Oh, you can get it.
There he goes. He got one. Drop him in there. You can do it. Yeah, he got it.
Show him the little alien.
Show the alien up at the camp. There you go. He just got that out of the claw machine. Isn't that cool?
So he has his own claw machine.
That's pretty cool. That is cool. Hey, Katie's out there. Patrick's out there. Stan's out there. Heather's out there. We got a big gang here. Yeah, I guess not.
All the OGs.
A lot of the OGs out there today. Yeah, a lot of OGs.
Now, where's
out there.
Mary?
I don't know. I saw Mary.
Where's Steve?
I don't know. She did say that she was going to watch. She actually clicked the little.
They're dead to me.
Lily's out there. She actually clicked the thing that said she was attending tonight, so she knows the show's on tonight.
She may forget.
She forgot again. I don't know.
Okay, so one thing that several of my family members brought home is some crud.
Yeah, we all got a little crud.
Yeah, we've already.
Not all of us, and I'm trying to fight it here as everyone coughs all over me.
I'm not coughing.
Me and Jack have been coughing a lot this last week. Yeah, I saw Katie. I saw she had something posted that she was there, I think, 1 week at Magic Kingdom before we were there. We were there. Our Magic Kingdom day was 22nd, 23rd. I think the 24th, and I think Katie was there on the 17th. So yeah, we missed her by a week, unfortunately.
Hand me my calendar. So
So what are we doing, Patty? What's going on today?
I told you.
Yeah, I know. It's in the title of the thing. I mean, even the thing says, what's it say? Live stream join us tonight with a trip report on the WDWpov Live Stream Show.
That is way too wordy
Well,
for a title.
it is.
So we ended up we had plans for certain days, and then we changed our plans.
Every single day.
We did, and some
We were
of it was
It was a
some
flexible trip.
some of it wasn't our fault.
I
Some
know.
of it was we were our daughter and her husband, who has never been to Disney World
Yeah.
or Disneyland. He's never been to a
Disney
Disney
anything.
park.
Right.
He and their two children, who obviously have never been there, and they wanted to. We were going to go to Magic Kingdom on Wednesday the 25th. We ended up going on the 24th because
That's the day we were going.
I had planned to have the 24th off, especially
Right.
with my leg. And I did rent a scooter.
Yeah, this was
I
just
wish
a
Mary-
different trip. A lot of different stuff on this
I
trip.
wish Mary was here so we could talk about the scooter.
Yeah.
But then we ended up going to Animal Kingdom so we went to 4 days in a row to parks. And then we
We
ended
did
up changing
Sunday,
resort.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, park days. Thursday was our off day, which wasn't really an off day so much because we went from the Polynesian, checked out on Thursday, and checked into the beach club. So it was an off day, but we were transferring and moving, and then Friday was another park day, and then Saturday we started our drive home. But
Yeah.
a lot of different things going on with this trip. It was a multi-generational trip, so we had us, me and Patty, our kids, and then grandkids on the same trip. So that made for an interesting trip. And like you said, you had to take a scooter, which we had never had to do other than your mom years ago. We rented a scooter for her a little bit. But you needed it pretty much every day on this trip with a torn ACL and MCL and all kind of other stuff going on. So yeah, lots of firsts on this trip.
And,
It was a lot of park days in a row.
and that meant that we took Disney transportation. We had our car, but we couldn't put the scooter in the car, so we were taking I keep saying public Disney transportation. We did, and we were along the monorail, which that was good for our Magic Kingdom day, and our Epcot day. That worked out well, but it was buses. I have to say that the bus drivers were incredibly helpful, polite.
Oh yeah, you love the bus drivers were great with you.
Yes.
They were awesome.
They were. And we never waited for buses. For not excessively. I remember the one trip where
we were at
Animal Kingdom.
No, well, Animal Kingdom. I was thinking of the time we were at, oh my goodness, Port Orleans Riverside, and our room was right near the bus stop, but it was like the last bus stop, I think, at Port Orleans. So we ended up waiting for a bus to get to Magic Kingdom. We were trying to do rope drop, and we got up really early. And we sat there, and the bus would be full. Then we waited. Next one, bus would be full. Next one, bus would be full. Our bus stop was just in a bad spot. Every time a bus would come, it would just be full. So yeah, we learned our lesson on that trip. This was different though, because we're used to going on trips where we drive down, and we drove down again on this trip. But we usually have our car with us, and we drive the car all over the place from park to park. And this time we didn't drive the car again because of the scooter. I mean, technically we could have picked it up and put it in the back of the van, but that just would have been, it would have been a difficult thing to do over and over again. So we just decided to take the bus transportation or monorail. When we were in the monorail, Polynesia was a nice spot to be for the monorail to go to Magic Kingdom and Epcot directly from our resort area. So anyway,
And there were
what did you
plenty
want to talk about? Any specific thing? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say there were plenty of things that we never got to do. Like we never took one boat anywhere. And that's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
There were, well, we didn't go to the character warehouse.
We didn't do that. No.
We didn't play, even though we had the.
Thanks, Heather. Yeah, we would have probably broken our backs trying to do that, moving the scooter around.
Even though we had the free tickets to play miniature golf, we never played miniature golf.
Well, you couldn't have anyway. You wouldn't have been able to walk 9, even let alone 18 holes. You couldn't have even done 9 holes. You just couldn't have. You can't take a scooter when you're playing putt-putt.
I bet you we could have figured it out. We didn't. We did go to Disney Springs. Okay. So how about we start from the beginning? We left on Friday. Thursday night.
I'm going to pull up. I don't have a ton of pictures. I'm going to pull up a few, though. These are sort of from the start of our trip. I'll just do that. This is going to be a little bit of more of a non-traditional, I don't know, basically a non-traditional type of review, I guess.
It's not a review. We're not reviewing anything.
I know. No, it's a trip report, but it's not really. We're just going to cover some, different things. We'll probably do we just still, literally we just got home yesterday. We're still a bit tired from the trip.
Well, okay. So we left on Friday.
So we haven't had time to really put a lot together yet.
We left on Friday.
Yeah, we left. We left Friday around a little after noon, I think.
Why is Stan just repeating exactly what you said you're doing?
Well, I am setting up the screen so we can.
We don't really have slides. This isn't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Stan is our Netflix representative, where we have to make shows where we explicitly state every action we do because anyone could be half watching.
That's right. That's right. So I'm just going to bring up a few very quick ones here. Nothing super duper, but this was a landmark on our trip. Check this out. Look at that. While we were driving down there. Yeah, don't look at the speedometer. While we were driving down there, we had 222,222 miles on the van. Awesome, isn't it?
Driving down to Disney or home, Dad?
And we got home in that same van.
Driving down. What's that? And we made it home in the same van, yes.
Yes, and that's...
When was that picture?
That was when we were
That was last Saturday. Saturday
the 21st.
The D.
Actually, no, technically that was probably Friday. It was Friday evening. It was Friday evening.
Oh, that's true. Friday evening.
Yeah.
Now,
I think it was Friday evening or Saturday morning, somewhere in there.
So Stan's original question was...
Go back to the picture.
He wants to see that picture again.
No one was listening to me.
They weren't listening to him.
Do you know when that picture was, Dad?
What's that?
Do you know when that picture was?
When? It was either Friday night or Saturday morning.
Okay.
So what's the question we're having here?
Stan had asked about Disney Springs. So Marcus, Douglas, and I went to Disney Springs twice. Jeff did not go to Disney Springs twice. He only went one time. And
there's Mary.
What you missed is I was talking about the bus drivers, how they were so wonderful with the scooters. And this is the first time in years and years and years that we took Disney transportation to navigate. And for the most part, we were very happy with the transportation.
And what's Stan's comment about what's that? I don't have any miles on my car. Only kilometers. Yeah, I knew there was a trick to that. I knew there was a trick. Maybe we'll go back to the 8 p.m. at some point, Mary. But yeah,
You'll just end up doing shows without me.
Yeah, he works sometimes on Mondays, and so he doesn't get done till after 8. So trying to do it. And also, I think we started this right about when Jack was doing some play practice and stuff. So this gave us the opportunity that he could be home during play practices. Anyway.
You know when you can check March or April for the first movie we're seeing in Canton?
Maybe tomorrow or the next day. Okay.
Okay.
So
and September for going to Disney twice.
He wants to go in September. He is telling us this.
Okay, we're gonna try. Now, this was when we arrived at the Polynesian Resort.
He is not funny.
The Polynesian, they downgraded it a little bit over the years.
Okay, so why don't you say where this is? This Polynesian Resort is in Myrtle Beach. It is nowhere near the level of the Polynesian Resort that we stayed at.
But this has a beach and golf resort. The Polynesian at Disney doesn't have that. And look at these rates. Aren't they awesome?
Yeah, I think you'd have a hard time getting in at Walt Disney World if the Polynesian was $69 a night.
Yeah, this was where we stayed for the last week. No, here's where we really were. There we go. That's the Polynesian. That's the one we all know and love.
And they're doing a lot of construction still. And
yep. Off to the right over here, to the right of this picture, there's, they've got those big planters that make like a sort of a fence line so you can't see. But there's all kind of construction going on.
And that's where you would pick up the buses. But they've moved that. It's right in front of the resort.
Yeah, that little hula girl on the sign and everything. Yeah, $60, $69 a night. That'd be great. Yeah, a little bit of a wait list though for that. So yeah, this was our arrival on Saturday. We got there early. We got there early Saturday. What time was it? Like 7:30 in the morning or something? 7. It was an early arrival.
So first of all, Mary doesn't like the Polynesian, but I will say I love the Phil of the Beach Club. That speaks to me. However, I can compare after being in both at the same trip. The rooms in the Polynesian are definitely insulated better. I did not hear tons of noise. When we stayed at the beach club, the first morning there, overnight, we wake up in the morning, 6 a.m., there's people talking outside our door. And I could hear them as if I were standing next to them.
Well, I will say one thing. It was noisier at the beach club. I will say, though, our room was only several down from the elevator area. So basically, we were getting all the traffic from the entire, that entire floor from the end of the hallway all the way past our room to the elevator. And we weren't far. Yeah, if you know where the elevator is at the beach club, that's right next to, obviously the main entrance to the resort as well. But definitely it was much quieter at the Polynesian. I think, like you said, I think the rooms were better insulated. Club level at the Pop. That's going to be, that'd do it. That'd get me there.
Dan, you're going to be waiting a long time.
And those $69 rates. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen, even at Pop Century. But this was, so then we got there. We checked in. We didn't get our room right away, though. In fact, we didn't get a room for about 7 hours.
So
But
now, Mary, you stay in the villas. I'm wondering, because the villas are bigger, if it's and maybe there's more insulation. We were just in a normal room. We had the water view, which was very nice.
at the beach club, yeah, it was a very, oh my goodness, wonderful view. I mean, I don't have the pictures for that pulled up today. We'll probably, like I said, we'll probably go into more details next week. But oh my goodness, the view was great at the beach club, and at the Polynesian. Hold on oh, there we go. Got to get those. Got to get those first.
Whose Mickey waffles are those?
Mine.
They're yours. Yes.
Your Mickey waffles. I don't know what are you doing in this one here. This is at the Kona Cafe, by the way.
He is smelling his Tonga toast. Marcus, was that the first time you
got
had
to have a
Tonga
picture of the
toast?
picture takers.
Was that the first time you had Tonga toast?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell what you thought of it? Would you have it again?
Yeah, I would order it again.
Wait, Mom. Wait.
Yes.
So that was nice. We did. Oh, you're talking about the elevators in the main building and the ceremonial.
Once a year or twice a year this year.
Yeah,
We're
there's like a
gonna try.
line of people trying to get up and down
Okay.
inside the
Try
one or
once.
the
See if we
two
can
elevators
find
they have.
a
over
time to go this year. Now,
there.
it was not. I remember reading about the Tonga toast, the gluten-free. It was not on the menu, but when I asked, they said yes, they could do it.
Did you hear me say this
And
once this year or twice this year?
I heard you say once this year or twice this year.
Oh, yeah,
The Tonga toast are little rolls, and they, slice them open and put the banana in and fry them and put the cinnamon toast. And they were very good. I know it's not sourdough bread. And I remember having the Tonga toast, the stuff that Marcus has. I remember having it and liking it. I enjoyed mine. So it is an option. There are several places things that they would say, well, we could do that. It's not on the menu, but we could do that. So I don't understand why they don't put it on the menu.
So, Dad,
Yes.
do you know what week we're starting to watch the Captain America movies in order?
I don't know. Probably 1 to 2 weeks from now, we'll start watching the whole Marvel series, so you can watch them from start to end before Doomsday comes out later this year. So what was the question that was just there from Steve?
Does Jack want to go back now that he's been?
Yeah.
Now he always wants to go back, but usually when we get home, or we'll tell him, okay, we'll go. It'll be next April or whatever. We tell him, and so he knows. We have said we will look and see, maybe we can go back, with the bounce back offer.
What are you talking about next April?
We don't know. I'm saying sometimes that's what we do. When we get home, we tell you when we're going the next time. Last time we went, when was the last time before this trip?
September 2024.
So in September 2024, when we got home, we told him we would go in November of 2025. That, when we realized that was not going to be doable, we had told him, and you're pretty good about when plans change.
So, Mom, Disney once this year or twice this year?
We don't know yet. Neve asked to go back once we get on the airplane. And he's asking, he wants to know when.
Yeah.
That's important to him, the when. But
that was interesting because we asked when we were down there, when do you want to come back down? And he said, next year. And you sort of said, well, what about this year? Oh, yeah. It was just sort of assumed it would at least be next
something
year.
About going without me.
Oh, yes. I said, well, maybe we'll go without you. And he He didn't like that, huh?
No, I
Yeah.
didn't.
No.
See, Mary's taking a trip in May. She's going to do that. Stan asked every day. That's his way.
You know what? That's when we set up the calendar for JJ. He used to
Yeah,
ask
you set
every
up a
single day.
calendar with your wife, and you guys can look at it and figure out when the next time Stan can go.
And you used to ask me more than once a day. You used to ask me hundreds of times a day. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yes. Why are we sticking our tongue out? Why do you think that Stan and strawberry filled fairy
I don't know. It just looks like a newcomer.
from YouTube?
What's that?
From
Yeah, from
YouTube.
YouTube.
So, and Steve, they're all sitting here thinking, why is JJ sticking his tongue out?
And I don't know if you noticed Rich earlier. Rich Urick is
I
here.
tickled.
He's a newcomer to the show, but nice to have him jumping on here with us. Yeah, I think we can leave me on here.
Okay, Marcus, why is your tongue out?
Has anyone seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3? And has anyone seen the Christmas
Uh-oh.
special?
Oh. Steve,
Has anyone seen?
the tongue sticking out. Yeah,
Okay,
Steve, I don't
so-
know why he's doing it. He's sticking his tongue out a lot.
Mary,
Has anyone seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3? And has anyone seen the Christmas special?
Okay, have any of you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3 or the Christmas special? And as you're answering that, we're going to talk a little bit about the drive down and the drive back, which were horrendous.
Oh my. Well, yeah, we'll get into that. Let me jump back to the pictures for a few seconds.
Well, what I wanted, because Mary mentioned airfare
Yeah,
is getting
airfare.
to be a pain, but the driving, we can't do it in one day.
It's getting tough. And yeah, it's getting tougher than it used to be.
And so I'm just going
Heather.
to have to. Heather watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 last night.
Heather, did you fall asleep during Guardians of the Galaxy 3 last night?
Did you watch it or did you fall asleep? This is always the important question.
So
Hopefully
we're
it
talking
didn't
about our
fall.
trip, not Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Did you ride Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes, I did.
Yes. How many times?
How many
Stan,
times?
do you
How many
see what
times
he
did we
said?
ride it on this trip?
I've seen them both and loved them both, but perfectly the Christmas special.
Preferred the Christmas.
Yeah, that Christmas special is actually pretty cool. It's short. It's short and sweet, and it's got Kevin Bacon. I mean, what else could you ask for?
So Heather says,
No, I did not fall asleep.
There you
okay, is that a good deal?
Yes. Hey, Stan, do you know when you can watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and do you have Disney Plus?
He said I've seen them both.
He's taking over the show.
Seen what both? Oh,
He saw both the Christmas and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Mary, why are you driving to Kentucky? I love the Guardians of the Galaxy pre-showing. The queue is awesome. She loves the queue.
So
What's
which
the queue?
you said earlier?
Okay, let's
what
talk about the
ride-
queue.
What ride is your favorite at Epcot? Jack.
hey, Heather,
Jack, what's your favorite ride at Epcot?
Spaceship Earth.
I thought you said earlier today, you said it was Guardians of the Galaxy was the most fun. We're switching it up. He's changing his mind here.
He didn't say Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, he did.
He made a note to say
Hey,
Guardians
Heather.
of the Galaxy is the most fun in Epcot,
Yeah.
like 5 times.
Hey, Heather. Heather, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, do you remember saving all of the children and all of the animals?
Okay.
She's not going to be able to answer right away. You're just
Oh, how
Yeah.
nice
what's that?
to see Pat and Sam's
Oh.
daughter's wedding. Very nice. How did Miss Patty do using the scooter for the first time? Wow. Let's talk about the scooter.
I don't think any Achilles tendons were severed on this trip, so that's a good start.
Heather, no, I did not fall asleep.
Okay. So I love the scooter and I did great using it. I did. I hit some things, but I didn't hit
Let
any
me check
people.
again.
She hit some things. There are permanent scuff
Heather.
marks in room 2619.
Were you?
No, 2613.
No, it's
Let me
26.
let me check.
No, it's 2619.
He
2619
has taken
each one
over.
has permanent scuff
No,
marks.
I did not fall asleep.
Yes, Heather said no, I did not fall asleep. So
She came in complaining about a speed bump on the highway.
I did use Gold Mobility. The only thing I didn't like about it is that I was trying to call to change the time for them to pick up, and it was during business hours, and it just cut me off. I couldn't leave a message, so I emailed them, but the response I got back was, well, what time would you like? And I said 4:00. And they said, well, we only have 3 or 5 available. Like, why didn't you start that off with that?
Yeah, like say, what time would you like? We have 3 and 5 available. No, they just said, what time would you like us to come pick it up?
4. No, can't do that.
No, not available.
Um,
I'm sorry, I can't even laugh tonight because if I start laughing, I start coughing instead. But
the thing that I don't understand is the people who are just taunting me to hit them. Like, we're not talking walking in front of the scooter. We're talking about trying to cross over the scooter, like their leg would cross over it. And I'm thinking I should just go faster and take them out. I didn't take anyone out, but and I did hit one person, but they actually did walk directly in front of it.
I'm sorry. We're just commenting on
Marcus's
the
hair.
the hairdo here.
I was having so much. The show has officially went off the rails at 9:40. Yes.
Is it 9:40? It can't be.
It's
9:38. It's only 9:38.
So I brought it in the room because there were many days, well, especially after being in the parks so much, I was still walking a lot, getting off and on and off and on, and that
Mary has had a potty mouth lately.
Yeah, we're not gonna put that one up, Mary, even though it is edited for.
Okay, so
They
here's
are
the
butt
question.
hats. Let's say that they're butt
Here's
hats.
the question. What we are going to
butt
go
hats out
around.
there. What?
We're going to go around. What's one thing?
Wait. I still no. Come here.
No,
I wanted
no.
to finish. I'm going to finish this. Hold on, 1 second.
I'm
One
trying to get
I know.
JJ.
I just wanted to show this here real quick. Okay, this was day 1. I just wanted to show this real quick. Day 1. This was my first Mickey bar. Okay, at the Polynesian, enjoying it. Nice view, nice surroundings. That was my last Mickey bar of the trip. I only had one premium Mickey bar this whole trip.
Well, maybe you could have had more if you didn't have so many steaks.
We'll get the restrooms. That's probably going to be next week. And we're gonna have some fun with some restrooms next week. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, butt hats. Butt hats is better than the
Dad,
other
what are you
hats.
talking about next week?
Yeah, Dad, what are you talking about?
Dad, what are you talking about next week?
Next week, our show next week. That works. This is the
What
you know the
restrooms,
room.
Dad?
Very nice, very nice.
Hey, Dad, what restrooms?
This was just sort of a joke here because
Hey, Dad, what restrooms?
here's the thing.
At Disney.
It said happy birthday,
Dad,
Marcus and Jeff. Just different restrooms that we're going to talk about.
Dad, what are you
It
talking
wasn't
about?
really my
Honey.
birthday.
What?
Jeff, please
Yes.
let JJ answer the questions so he can either go lay down or watch a show or something.
What were you talking about restrooms next week?
The room was
Stan
very
was
pretty.
making a comment about why I haven't said anything about restrooms yet, because we tend to like to talk about restrooms, and we talked about reviews of restrooms a couple weeks ago
Hey, Mom.
for
Okay,
good reason.
so can you tell everybody
it.
what you
All there is
enjoyed
to
on the trip?
I enjoyed rides and shows.
Okay, what rides did you enjoy at Epcot?
Spaceship Earth, Guardians of the Galaxy, Figment, Soren, Ratatouille.
He's going to talk about all the ones he likes. How about at Magic Kingdom?
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I was gonna ask you, Mom,
What?
do you know when I can start watching the first Black Panther?
Maybe next week. Okay, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. What else did you like at Magic Kingdom?
What's going on this week, Mom?
What are you doing?
What the best part of the trip?
What's going on this
What?
week, Mom?
We have to get some school done, and we have to start memorizing your play.
Yes,
Okay.
which, by the
People
way,
are watching.
you
They want
want
to
to
know
tell them
what
what
the
part
best
he
part of
has?
the trip. No, well, hold on. What part do you have in the play?
Gil.
Gil. Okay, so in Magic Kingdom, what was you said Seven Dwarfs Mine Train? What's the best show?
Mickey's PhilharMagic.
He loves Mickey's PhilharMagic, and we were sad that Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin was closed.
Yeah.
What were
Should be
you
coming
sad?
back
What was the other thing you were sad about in Hollywood Studios?
Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
Yes, so we did see the new Little Mermaid. What is it? The Little Mermaid, the musical
adventure.
a musical adventure. What, Marcus? Go ahead. Give us your honest opinion of it.
Of the new.
What I don't want to know what the budget was for the reimagining of it,
Come on.
Hold on.
because I've seen better CGI in mobile games.
Okay, so Marcus did not like it. Obviously, JJ is not a fan because he misses the Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
the Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
The original show, right? At
And
Hollywood Studios.
what about? We did Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. What was your favorite at Animal Kingdom?
Like what?
What were the favorite things you did at Animal Kingdom?
Expedition Everest.
And what show?
Holly says you like the fast rides, which he does. He likes all the thrill rides and stuff. And Mary was asking, what's that?
The Lion King. He did see Beauty and the Beast, and that is a favorite of his at Hollywood Studios, right?
Right.
He had a couple rough days.
Gil. He's going to be Gil.
Ratatouille was in 2D.
He was hoping for Marlin, but he's going to be Gil. And I think we're going to nail that part. He's going to make it a spectacular part. I think he's going to do a wonderful job at it.
What?
Do you know when I can start watching the first Black Panther?
I said next week. Okay. Okay.
Because
You,
you know what's going
want to
on.
say good night to everyone?
Good night, everyone. Because Mom, do you know what's going on this week?
We have a lot to do. We still have to wash clothes and go to the grocery store. Okay. Okay. You want to give me a kiss? Say good night to everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Mm.
Mom, do you know day of the week I can start watching the first Black Panther
Next Monday. So as you can see, we have to give answers. I can't just say next week. I have to say a day. I have to write it down.
I am your king now.
You are my king now.
You remember that line in the first Black
I remember it. So Black Panther, I'm writing it down on my calendar. Because if we don't write things down, and
Wait, what was Stan's comment?
How was Tom Sawyer Island?
Yeah, it was. You know, Stan, I have to say, I looked in that direction of Magic Kingdom very little. I mean, I pretty much averted my gaze most of the time.
look away.
There's just a big wall, and I saw the wall, and I stayed away. I didn't get
Okay.
within a couple hundred feet of it. I
It
couldn't.
was a great wall.
It was a great
It
wall.
was a great wall.
They all say it's probably the best wall ever. Good night, Holly. Thanks for popping in. What was that with the 2D again? Yeah, the 2D.
Did you see what Mary said?
Yeah, I see that.
And
And your mother said it too. Yeah,
dealing
it is.
with Jeff this trip was very similar.
What?
Yes, very similar to JJ. If it wasn't him, it was you.
Okay.
Not no, Holly.
Well, hi, Holly. How are you doing tonight? I'm glad you're sticking with us.
Okay, so
Here,
we got
this is for you, Holly. This is just for you. Ready?
Ooh.
Gaston. There we go. You know
We
what
got-
I haven't done?
we
What I haven't
got
done yet
down.
this show? Kill the beast. Kill the beast. Okay, there we go.
The reason the train track comes out of your head.
That's why the train track comes out of my head on our logo. That's it. Anyway, I just wanted to comment about this. That my birthday is in middle of January. Marcus's is like 2 days before Christmas. Yet we did basically say it was our birthday. I wore a button for a couple of days and then I took it off because we were trying to focus on Marcus's birthday because we almost never get to go in December because it's Christmas time. When we go in January, we go for my birthday. We go a lot of times in October when it's your birthday, Patty and Jack's birthdays. But we almost never go to celebrate Marcus's. So we just said, let's call it his birthday this time.
Marcus,
So
can
got a
you
lot-
fix your
got a lot
hair?
of cupcakes this past week, didn't you?
What was that?
Can you fix your hair?
No.
Look at Marcus's crazy hair.
Hey, Stan.
Jeez.
Did you fall asleep during any of the Guardians of the Galaxies?
Did you stand? Or did you stay awake through them? It's an
Well,
important
when
question.
Stan answers, why don't you go upstairs and say goodnight to Dad? And when Stan answers,
I'll relay the answer for you.
Dad'll tell you.
So this trip we tried to have basically we focused on Marcus's birthday, and he did. He got a lot of cupcakes. What else did you get? You got some better treats at some of the nicer restaurants.
Did you ever eat the stuff from the dinner at Kona Cafe?
Yeah.
What about it?
Tomorrow.
Oh, this was our view
fine.
outside our room. Our view outside our room was actually you could watch the monorails passing by, and the sound wasn't bad.
I fell asleep.
I don't remember sleeping, but chances are I did. He doesn't remember falling asleep. Okay.
Okay, Stan. at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 1, do you remember Peter giving Yondu the orb?
He'll
Oh,
answer.
so Stan, this is it. Where was I when you were taking these pictures?
You were still, I think, coming into the room or something, or maybe in the bathroom. I don't know. And I'm not sure what Marcus was even doing in this picture. Do you remember what you were doing?
No.
I was just trying to get a picture of Moana on the,
Hey,
on the
Stan.
back here.
Stan, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy.
He said, "Yep."
No,
he
I said
remembers.
no, the other one.
Okay.
Hey,
What?
Stan, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, do you remember Yondu dying?
There was no making us stay in the hallway while he took pictures, because by the time they got us a room, they messed up, and they know they messed up. But by the time they got us a
Yeah.
room, they were trying to tell
Yep.
us.
And I'm going to ask him another
Go
one.
ahead.
Hey, Stan, at the end of the Christmas special, do you remember Kevin Bacon in the present?
See, he said it was very sad.
Yes.
Holly says this is the rule in the hallway. So
But yeah,
they
we did have
tried
a
to
nice,
tell me that 3:00 is not guaranteed check-in, that it's after 3. But you have to check out by 11. I don't see how it goes.
That was the best part. And I'm going to ask him another one.
Okay.
oh my goodness.
Hey, Stan, at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, do you remember saving all of the children and all of the animals?
I think
Okay,
the show has been taken over by Jack Jack.
When Kevin Bacon showed up, he said. That was the best part. Okay, so what time was the room ready? It was ready about 3, but it
was
wasn't
like
the
2:55, literally. I got the text, I think it was 2:55.
he said,
And that
of
was
course.
only because you had
Of
gone up
course.
another
Okay.
time. Like we went like 3
Okay.
times to the counter. And it was
Okay.
like, for some reason, you went up another time,
Good
like
night.
around 2:30. And it seemed like at that point, you could almost tell like something clicked in their heads, like, oh crap, we still didn't get these people in a room yet. And
Well,
they got us in at 2:55. But it
well,
wasn't the building we were supposed to be in that the guy who checked us in told us we'd be in. So obviously they gave our room out to somebody else and then scrambled to get us in a room before 3:00 is what happened. Because we had checked in, like I said, 7 in the morning, 7:30, something like that. And I know 3:00 is the check-in time. I fully understand if it took till 3, but they gave our room away. The room that we had was probably ready like around 10 or 11:00 that morning, and they screwed up. But that's excuse me. That's what happened. Okay.
Mary never checks out at 11. Okay, so
No.
here's I feel like a lot of the show has been hijacked by JJ.
Okay, I don't even know where we're at on the comments at this point.
Mary never checks out at 11. She calls Bell Services. And Holly said they told her it can be ready as late as 4:30.
Which is weird, again, because it says check-in 3:00. Whatever. But it was a little bit of a rough start, but we had a good first day anyway. Because I mean, we did get you got Tonga toast. We had a good breakfast. We roamed around the resort. The one thing we didn't do though that day, which we wanted to do, was swim. And it was in the 80s when we arrived, and was going to go down into the 40s, 50s, and 60s the next few days, which is not really good swim weather. So we almost missed out on swimming. We finally did get to swim on the day we checked out on Thursday when the temperatures went back up around 80. What's this? I spoke on a podcast last week about this. I think this is early stages of the project. Disney is listening to people's feedback, and we might have in-person animators at Magic of Disney. And Caleb. Yeah, I remember that was something that we used to do with the kids. They used to do some of the drawings and things like that, and little by little things started disappearing. I'm wondering, with Josh D'Amaro coming in as the new CEO, I hope he brings back some of the old customer-centered things that people enjoyed that have been getting pecked away and dissolved over the years. So we'll see what happens. It could be hopefully a good thing moving forward in the next
Didn't
few
everybody
years.
say that when the last CEO was instated, and then when the last CEO was instated,
Well,
and when the last CEO was instated,
well, the ones before the last 2 or so, 2.5, 3.
and when the last CEO was instated,
So I did
the last
notice
one.
And we've had some good
there,
ones.
there was something else I noticed that so before you used to walk into the Polynesian, even if you weren't staying there, they were throwing lays on people, right?
What?
What? Say that again.
You'd walk in, they'd give you a lay.
Yeah. We walked in, they looked at us like, can we help you with something? It's like, where's my lay?
We had to ask for lays. We had to ask for stickers. Our daughter and son-in-law check in at Art of Animation with 2 little boys. They didn't just give them stickers. My son-in-law did not know to ask for stickers. And I just thought that was odd. That was a staple. Those are things that they used to do all the time. They'd see a kid, they're handing out stickers. They're not handing out stickers anywhere. You have to hunt someone down and get a sticker. And to me, cutting out stickers, I mean, really, that sticker cost you what? 1.5, 2 cents, something like that.
Right about
Do you know where we're at on the comments?
You're right about here.
I've lost track.
Well, Mary
about
said
where
they
we
don't have
were?
enough housekeeping. The other thing is, at the Polynesian, we didn't get a animal or a Mickey head with towels.
Not a thing. I was disappointed.
Not once. Disappointed. And
Yeah, I was looking for a Moana or a Maui or something. Come on.
DVC will give you half a roll. Well, we'll have to remember that.
Anyway, I'm going to jump back to a couple of quick pictures here. I'm not going to spend a long time. But here's this. Yeah, I know, Steve. It's wishful thinking. I'm hoping he brings something back good. Let's see what happens. I'm going to hope. So this was one of the things that, again, it was a multi-generational trip, first time trip for our son-in-law, first time trip for their kids. And this was their first ride at Disney. Yes, I got the backs of them. I know I do have some other pictures, but we're respecting their privacy right now. But yeah, this was obviously the Figment ride, and this was their first ride at Disney. It was a nice moment. It's nice to be able to, see people riding things for the first time, and it just sort of makes your day. And then I'm going to jump here. Okay, this is actually day 5, by the way. Can you figure out what's happening there? I know you know. So what is going on here? I'm going to play that one more time. So this is obviously at Animal Kingdom. This is over in the warthog section. And we're during the show. Normally we end up in the front row, sort of at a Jack request. This was one of those moments where, we walked in. The lady wasn't exactly all that pleasant. There were some other people that weren't all that pleasant that we ran into there as well. But this is what Jack loves. He loves the smoke machine, and so the smoke reaches the front row, no problem. You can see it coming through here. And what he was doing basically is just wafting his hands up through the smoke on the ground so he can smell the smoke machine. This was where it got a little bit nice, though, as we're sitting there, and there's Timon and Pumbaa. And Timon was looking over at Jack, and he just sort of put his hands on his heart as he was watching him at one moment. This was a little bit later in the show. And he just you could see, the acknowledgement of what was happening. And although initially I was not happy when we walked in, when I saw Timon do this during the show, and I got a quick picture of it, that was a good moment. That was a memorable moment for me on this trip. To see him recognizing what was going on. So, anyway,
and
I just wanted to show that.
The Beauty and the Beast show did not have the smoke machine running. That's always a highlight for JJ. And they didn't have the smoke machine. They weren't working. I'm thinking it got too cold overnight.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it was below freezing, wasn't it, that night? I'm pretty sure, or close to it.
It was 34. I think it was 34 overnight. That particular day.
Yeah. So, and that show was interesting without the smoke, and we were sitting right up in the front, and they had to get creative with some of the changes because they use a lot of smoke to hide some of what they're doing. I did notice the costumes were different too in that show. They were new and improved. Did you notice that?
Oh, okay. I'll have to look at some of the pictures before and after. Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Jumping back to like the Poly and the Beach Club and different times, check in, check out. Beach Club, which we didn't go there early, but we did do the online check-in through the app. And I think it was within a half hour maybe. I think they said our room was ready, and it was maybe 10 or 11 o'clock that day. Except we were doing other things. That was the day we finally got to swim at the Polynesian. So we spent the afternoon there. Didn't actually get to the Beach Club until after 3 or 4 o'clock anyway, but the room was ready around 10 or 11 that day. So Beach Club, definitely earlier check-in. Poly, I don't know, not so much. Online check-in is handy. And it basically, you just go into your app and boom, you're checked in, and then you get a text just to confirm you're checked in, and then another update later when it's time to get your room. Check-in. They did not give us lays. We did not get laid on this particular trip at check-in. I know,
Marcus.
I see your face.
Mark, yes, JJ was smelling the smoke.
Absolutely. Has to smell the smoke.
So yes, the towel animals on your bed when you walk in the room. Paulie didn't have any. There were nothing. Nothing.
Not at all.
Yeah. So what Mary's asking what they did do. Did you notice how I feel like they danced around a little more, or like did like a more exaggerated movements with the hands for when the beast was, when the prince was supposed to change into the beast.
See, she coughs too.
I made myself tea and I never poured it. I have no clue where it is. So I don't, Marcus, did you pay attention to that? Nope. Marcus didn't care about it at all.
What's that? Are we talking Beauty and the Beast?
Yes.
Yeah. Now the one thing, no, we did notice in the one thing, and they do this all the time. It's not something new, but like at the ending where the enchantress comes back out onto the stage, but before she comes back out, the one guy's holding that carpety type thing, and he throws it over to the other guy, about 5 or 6 feet away at least, and the other guy has to catch it. And your question was like, what if the guy doesn't catch that? That's a heck of a thing, because I mean, he just throws it and the guy catches the edge of the carpet, and then they hold it out like that, and then the enchantress comes back onto the stage. I mean, that was a heck of a move, I gotta say. The guy throwing it and the guy catching it, it's a good move. But
we were there in September of 2024.
It's like the prince was rather unprincely the last time she was there. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Gaston was rather ungastonly on this particular visit, and he does the thing with the muscles, he does that, and we're like looking at him like, there is no muscles there, dude.
I could have played Gaston.
You could have. You got bigger guns than this guy that was on stage. This guy he had a good voice. He had that nice low Gaston voice, but he had nothing going as far as the muscles. I've seen some of the guys where they have their actual suit that they're wearing, or the costume actually has, foam padding, and
his
flesh.
shirt was a little almost coming untucked.
Yeah. He just did not look like a Gaston. He
No.
really
The costumes may have been changed at the last time we went. I don't have really good pictures of the last time, but maybe I didn't notice because usually there's the fog and we didn't have that. So the costumes were more noticeable. Because Mary says they updated them a while back.
I don't know.
What was the best part of the trip for you?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. You have to have something that you enjoyed. Was it the 14-ounce prime rib? Was it the 12-ounce prime rib the next time?
No, you got those mixed up.
Was it 12 and then 14?
Was it the Shiki Sai? The $95,000 lunch?
What? Wasn't that much.
Oh, that lunch was a lot for lunch.
For lunch. You don't have a favorite part? Oh, come on.
Did you like Shiki? Is it Shiki Sai? Am I saying it right?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Well, he had enough steak in him, or prime rib or whatever. I'm surprised our toilet was able to flush. That's all I'm going to say. Uh, yeah, little things. Yeah, Stan, little things.
No, I
Little
do
things matter.
I overall, and it may be, in February, they have less seasonal help, maybe. I do feel like the cast members were much nicer overall than when we were there in September of 2024. There has to be something, Marcus. Otherwise, you can't go. I don't think he wants to go next time. He might stay home.
I think he's feeling a bit under the weather. He's got what I had, and I started getting it like last week, maybe on Tuesday or Monday. Jack was getting it Monday or Tuesday. It's been hanging on, and he started feeling sick earlier today. So, yeah, we're all a little. and there's Patty yawning away. Yeah, we're all a little bit below normal energy levels right now.
So
your brother started feeling sick today.
I have to go to work tomorrow.
And he has to go to work tomorrow.
So I was starting to say you didn't go to Disney Springs. Why don't you tell everyone why you didn't go to Disney Springs on Saturday?
I have to shave.
He's leaving. He's got to get ready for work tomorrow.
Why didn't you go to Disney Springs on Saturday?
Which Saturday?
On the 21st. We checked into the room.
Yeah, we did.
And the boys and I went to Disney Springs and you did not. Why?
Why didn't I go?
Yes. That's the question.
Okay. Is it on there? I can't even see. I
No,
don't have my contact.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you that question.
You're asking me. Okay. So what happened is I had a customer issue that I had to deal with. So there you have it. And I spent time in the room working on client stuff. Well, you guys had fun. Yep. That was my first day at Disney. So, but I made up for it eventually.
Holly thinks you needed alone time.
Yeah. What's this about 95,000?
I said the lunch was 95,000.
Oh, the lunch was 95,000. Okay.
See, everyone's thinking you don't want to answer.
What?
Why you didn't go to Disney Springs?
Oh, it wasn't because I didn't want to go. I got stuck with a client issue that I had to deal with.
What Saturday? The Saturday that everyone else went.
The first Saturday, the Saturday that we arrived.
So
after we got finally checked into the Polynesian, we finally got checked in at the Polynesian around 3:00. We got our stuff moved into the room from Bell Services, and then you guys ended up going to Disney Springs, and I ended up spending the evening on my laptop doing some work. So that was what I did. Wasn't my choice, just had to do it. Somebody's got to pay for these trips, these Disney trips. But then the next Saturday was the day we were checking out of Beach Club. And that Saturday we went back to Disney Springs. So I did get yawning again. And I did get to spend some time at the Beach Club or at the Disney Springs with the family on checkout day. So that worked out.
Mary thinks I'm the one that needs the alone time.
What, are you clicking at the same time I'm clicking it?
Yes.
You need the alone time. Yeah, well, okay, Mary. Maybe I don't like high-end stores either, but here I
Oh,
am
so
wearing this
Mary does not
simple
know.
shirt.
Mary doesn't know that we went to both the beach club and Polly.
Yeah, so like I said, we're doing a very high level, you know, trip report tonight. Next week we'll get into details and stuff, but yeah, high level. We ended up we left on Friday, started driving around noon, got to the Poly around 7:30 in the morning, checked in, didn't actually get the room until just before 3 after reminding them several times. Got in the wrong room, wrong building. But and then they were going to move us to the other building that they were supposed to originally put us in the next day. But we're like, we're going to be at the park the next day. Do we really want the hassle of having to move everything, you know, into another room? So we end up staying where they checked us in at. Stayed at the Poly Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Checked out Thursday. Thursday was our sort of like our resting day, our non-park day. Checked out of there, swam at the Poly because we didn't get to earlier in the week because it was too cold. Then we checked into Beach Club, and we only stayed there a couple of days, Mary. So yeah, that was our thing. We were at the Poly for the major part of the trip, and then the Beach Club for the last couple of days. So then we checked in on Thursday, stayed Friday, checked out on Saturday, and started our 23-hour journey back home, driving through the night, and arrived yesterday at about 4:30 in the afternoon, and still a bit sleep deprived right now. And I look like it. I mean, I'm looking at myself and I'm like, who's even watching me at this point? Because I look like crap. But
Okay,
yeah.
Mary said you guys didn't post anything?
We didn't. No, we really didn't. And I kept thinking, okay, I'm going to do a little live stream while we're down here. We had like I said, it was a multi-generational trip. We had our two sons, obviously, our daughter and her husband, and their two grandchildren.
Their two grandchildren?
What's that?
Their two grandchildren.
Their two sons are grandchildren, our grandsons. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just felt like, we're spending time with them. I didn't want to be, streaming stuff while we were there with them. I don't know. What do you think, Patty? What were your thoughts on that?
Well, we ended up changing plans a lot, and JJ has had the disability, the DAS. You can add more than 3 people on, but I think, what did they say? You could have up to 8 names, but then it lets you select.
Yeah, but you can only
choose JJ and 3 people.
And 3 people, yeah. So it's 4 total that you're supposed to use with the DAS. I will say.
I wouldn't say.
No, I shouldn't say. Yeah. Let's just say that there were a lot of rides where I set the DAS up for, JJ, Marcus, my daughter, and her husband. Now, on rides that the kids were, that basically was an anybody can ride kind of ride, the 2 kids didn't really count as anybody because they're under 3 years old. So technically, in those cases, they would get to go on because they're just sitting on your lap anyway. And then me and Patty were not included in that DAS reservation. Let's just say they were very flexible with us. I was very surprised and appreciative. But yeah, there were cases where I didn't go on a ride and I would watch the kids.
Mary,
Patty would watch the kids.
Sometimes they bend the rules.
Yeah, thank you. That's a good way to put it.
And we all know why that rule came into be. It was
Yeah.
because people were charging people to come along with them to get on rides. So, if JJ had the DAS and we could take a party of 5, a family, and charge them to come along, people were doing stuff like that. So they came up with the rule that makes sense, but I don't think it wasn't designed to hurt families. But not every family only has 3 other people. Obviously our family is a little bigger, and so they.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so in our case, there were a number of rides that we were all able to participate at the same time, and that was very nice of them to allow that. And again, I think if it were really crowded or if the lines were really long or something, we might have had different, outcome. But yeah,
But then, so with rides like Tron, they can't take the kids on Tron. Somebody has to stay behind anyway. And I opted not to ride. And Mary mentioned about it's hard to post with the scooter. It's hard to do video or to even take pictures as you're like, I can easily walk and snap pictures when I can walk, but to snap pictures while I'm using a scooter is much harder.
Oh, hold on. I'll get back to Stan's thing here in a second, but yeah, I don't know if these will make. Okay, so Stan's saying he did video room reviews for 6 hotels in May and hasn't posted any of them. Yeah, I've got so much raw video on my phone. I still have raw video from my GoPro, raw video from a handheld. It's just ridiculous how much raw video I've had over the last 10, 20 years or whatever. But I did something. Okay, so there were a couple of instances where we had to move some bags or something out to the car, and we used bell services in a lot of cases. There were a few cases where we didn't, and there were just some heavy bags, and I didn't want to carry. I mean, we're talking heavy stuff, 20, 30 pounds. It was just insanely heavy stuff, to be carrying all the way out to the car. So I would take the scooter and I put the bag on the floor of the scooter and I start riding out to the van to go put it in there. Or it was something where I just needed to get out to the van quickly for something. You didn't want to have to deal with bell services. Just get there quick, come back. So I did scooter vision where there was a little, cell phone mount on the scooter, and I'd put my phone on the cell phone mount, start the video, and I would just start scootering around outside the Poly, through the ceremonial building, did a little bit of a weaving in and out tour of some of the, Pineapple Lene, and, drive around and stuff like that, and then make my way back to the pool and then head back to the room. So yeah, I've got some scooter vision videos on my phone at the Polynesian, excuse me, and also at the beach club. So I'm curious if they'll ever make the light of day, but yeah, it was fun filming it anyway. You get the point of view, and we're all about point of view. You get the point of view from somebody who's sitting on a scooter. Excuse me, on a scooter.
Now, there was a reason we moved from the Poly to the beach club. When we made our original reservation, it was Saturday through Thursday. And then we were going to try to stay a couple more days, and we could not find that the Polynesian was never available. And it was a race weekend, the Princess Half Marathon.
Oh yeah.
And so there was, the what was it? The 5K, 10K, half. So over 3 days. So finding rooms to add on was difficult. And no,
I'm
you're
trying
right,
to catch
Mary.
up.
It doesn't
I'm-
hurt to ask.
Right.
Because the beach club is better. Well, I think I gotta believe that the Polynesian was, people wanted to stay along the monorail, and so it was harder to find rooms. Someday when we have lots of money, we'll stay at we'll stay in one of the Polynesian bungalows.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Are you
Although, you
going?
know what? They're not real super convenient. 'Cause,
No,
you
they
know,
aren't.
they're not right near the monorail. I guess they're near the TTC, so you can walk over to the monorail, but they're not convenient to the ceremonial building where the, main monorail
No.
thing is. Anyway, yeah, I was getting back, Mary's saying, it doesn't hurt to ask. And that's sort of how I approached it with them. I just sort of went and said, okay, normally we do the DAS. It's just the four of us. This trip is a bit special. We have our, daughter and son-in-law, and they were cool with it. They were. And they knew we
So-
weren't trying to abuse it and, bring in 14 people or something stupid.
So this is Tina. Tina,
Not T9, Tina.
where is Tina? She's working. She's doing taxes.
She's probably, it's IRS. Yeah, it's tax time. She's probably going
Tina
crazy.
and I first met. She, I believe, was living in New Jersey, maybe, and then she had moved to Florida. She was blogging, and I went one of the cruises I did, the blogging cruise. She was invited to it. We were roommates for that cruise. But she
Oh, I forgot.
lived,
Right. I forgot about that one.
yeah, and she lived in Florida for quite a while. She actually had quit blogging, and she did get a job at Disney. She was working, I believe it was the Beach Club, and then she worked DVC for a while. And then her husband, he was obviously working in Florida. He got transferred to, took a job in Arizona, and I believe that's where they're at now. So, and when we had said we were going, she messaged and said, "When will you be there?" And her husband were there. He was there with his job. And so we did very briefly, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes to an hour, sat and talked. So we kept like missing, because we changed our plans so much. So it was hard to meet up, but we did. Her last day there, right before they left, they met us over at Epcot.
Yeah.
So that was the one friends that we saw. Everyone else, it was like people we know that worked there. We missed everybody.
It was weird. Yeah, we just kept missing the people that we were trying to meet up with. Days didn't mesh. The one, Chef Ken. We missed him. He had ended up calling off the day that we were there. And then when he came back later that week, but we weren't at Magic Kingdom during those days. It was their son-in-law's first trip, and he did have a good time. I think he had a good time. He seemed to enjoy it. In fact, it was funny, some of the rides that I was, sitting with him on. He'd be sitting there, and I'd just watch him, and he just kept doing things, saying things. Oh wow, oh wow, wow, just over and over again. you know, so he definitely was when it was enjoying it.
So I am going to post. So Tina stopped like the blogging that she was doing, but she has always loved photography, and she is. If I post this, everyone can see it, right? So she takes beautiful, beautiful pictures, and she's living in Arizona. And sometimes they drive over to California along the coast, and I don't know if you've seen her pictures. Have you, Jeff?
Yeah, some. Are you?
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to put up?
That's what wow. People could go see her website, and she does sell. I think she has a fine arts that company that's it's fine arts, and you can buy greeting cards, and you can buy beach towels with her photos and on them, jigsaw puzzles, all kind of things. But really beautiful photos. She's a fantastic photographer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Holly was saying the same thing about content, you know, having a lot of content that's never posted. I think I'm just looking at my phone, and Patty, you probably have just as many or more, I'm sure. What was it? It just showed up and I lost it.
Do you have another picture?
It was, yeah, I can put the rest. I'll put the rest of yours up. But yes, I think I've got somewhere around 46,000 items or something on my phone right now that could be posted. Oh, there, look at that. There's that was one of our meals. Anyway, we ran into a, well, we'll talk about that next week. But yeah, as far as the scooter cam, yeah, it is actually very bumpy.
Okay, so
let me pull up your other pictures here. What you only had a few that you gave me for today. Oh, there you go. That Animal Kingdom again. Did you want to talk about that?
oh, I posted a little video. He just was enjoying that. He had a really good day at Animal Kingdom. The day that Melissa and Jordan were leaving and we went to Ohana for breakfast, he was just sobbing. And, you know, I don't know. You never know if he's upset about something or if he's just overwhelmed. He just kept melting down. And but the Animal Kingdom day, it was just the four of us. And I think sometimes he gets so nervous about being able to sit next to his nieces or nephews that he works himself up and then he can't bring himself back to a good place. And we went, so Animal Kingdom, I'm surprised Marcus didn't mention the churros because that's the highlight of Churro Kingdom.
Yeah, Churro Kingdom, yeah.
Now, so he is attached to Melissa and he loves being around her and the boys, but she is so focused, and she has a almost 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and they're a handful. And so she is very focused on them, and as she should be. And, I think that's hard for him too. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I'm sure that's part of it. She's got to be watching her own kids, and and JJ wants to spend time with them, and So doesn't always work out exactly like he wants things to, but he did get
And
to spend a lot of time with his nephews on this trip. So that, I think,
yeah, but
made it fun for him.
I think he looks at things much different, and he doesn't always look and say, okay, well, we need to make sure that the little boys are okay. Not that he's self-centered, because I don't think, if you explain to him what's going on, I think he gets it.
Yeah.
But sharing the limelight, this is Jordan's first trip. This was the little boy's first trip, and sharing the limelight with them, I think, was hard. Usually we are very, focused on what he wants to do. So he just really had a good time at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah,
but he always does.
What was this all about? What were we doing?
You were being goofy.
I don't know why.
Sharing is hard. I would agree, Mary. Mary, I should go to Disney without anyone, and so I don't have to share.
Maybe you and Mary can go together. How's that?
So what was this? What were you doing?
I don't know. We were at the Nomad Lounge. We were just being goofy, making faces, doing weird stuff.
No, you were.
And I did that. I don't know why.
Jeff is just
I am goofy. And when I wear my goofy shirt, I'm even goofier. Yeah, but that day I was wearing my Cusco shirt. That was a good day. That was a good day. You have made some solo trips, not necessarily to Disney, but you did some cruises, or you did that.
Those were all work related. Everything I've always done is work related.
Yeah. And there was one time that I did, it wasn't a solo trip, but it was the time you actually had a social media thing I didn't do that, gang. That was Patty. I can pop this out of there though. There we go. See, now I can get rid of that. Where you were on like a whatever social media trip. We were at the Contemporary. You were working. I wasn't working on that trip. And the one day you were, 1 or 2 days while you were doing the seminar / whatever, Lou Mangello did a keynote speech or something, I think, at this thing you were at, and there was some other stuff. But okay. while you were at that, I did get to go to Magic Kingdom and to Epcot, I think, the one day on my own, which was really different. It was just weird. I didn't know what to do. But it was interesting.
So Mary asked what that was. Now, in that Shikisai, which is in Japan, they have you can order an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert, and actually maybe sushi too. In addition, this was the appetizer. That's a piece of salmon, and it's a significant piece of salmon. That was probably 4 ounces of salmon.
And that was, like you said, that was just like an appetizer. That was crazy.
The appetizer. And I actually split that with JJ, the $95,000 lunch, but it was very, very, very good. I would do that again. Now, I think they also changed things on that lunch. This was a different, or on that menu.
Well, you and Marcus did like a build your own kind of lunch thing.
Yes.
I think there were like 65 a piece or something. But it was like you got this, and then you got this, and then you got this. You had like 4 or 5 different things going on. So you got a lot of food.
Yes. And I did split this with JJ. He loves fish. And it was prepared. It was just such a great piece of salmon. And it was presented well. So
That's it. That's your story. You sticking with it?
Story. It was wonderful. I didn't take a lot of pictures of my food.
Yeah, which we'll talk about that part next week. How's that? The food bloggers we ran into.
Oh yes.
Yes.
JJ does eat fish. He eats fish. He eats breaded fish. He'll eat salmon like this.
He eats raw fish. He'll eat raw fish.
Yes. He also eats meat, as long as this glaze that was on it was not like, it's not obvious. It's not like a gravy or a sauce. It was just like brushed on. And he most of the time is okay with that, but he won't eat, like if he has wings, he'll eat them plain, no sauce on them. Almost any type of meat you can think of. He eats steak, he eats hamburgers, he eats hot dogs, he eats sausage, he's tried kangaroo, ostrich burgers, shrimp, scallops, crab legs. If it's meat, he eats it.
Yeah.
When Jeff was at the hotel working, and we went to Disney Springs, we went to Cooks of Dublin,
Mm-hmm.
and we got fish, and he ate his fish, and we got onion rings. He ate the onion rings.
Yeah. Oh, I love those onion rings. I wanted to go that night. I love the onion rings and the fish, fried fish. Yeah, the gluten-free fried fish and onion rings at Cooks of Dublin / that's the fast food version basically of Raglan Road. But it's better than the regular. I'm telling you, it's better than the regular fried fish and onion rings.
I'm falling asleep here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're already an hour and 42 minutes. We were
do we have any other pictures?
Over, and we went way off topic. But gee, what a surprise! And we didn't even really do what we were going to do on the show, which was talk about some good things, some bad things. Now, what was this one for? Why did you? Was this just because of the sort of the interesting?
No, that was the bus. That was the bus that almost clipped you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, more. That's right. That was the day. Was that day we were checking in?
Yes, and I want you to get it real big. Not so close. My lawyer is Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, and this bus is riding around with that on it, and on the side it was huge, Morgan & Morgan, and the bus driver cuts us off.
Yeah. I'm trying to make a left turn, and this bus came from like 2 lanes from the right and just swerved right in front of us. And I'm like, what the heck just happened here? And yeah, Morgan & Morgan injury law firm. That's probably how they get more clients. They
the bus driver runs into them.
Yeah, good old Morgan & Morgan. So
anyway, if you know this bus, Morgan & Morgan, maybe you should rethink where you put your advertising, because I would not call you based on this.
Yeah.
You could put the bus number too.
I was going to say, look, we got it right there. We got this. Whoever was driving that bus, and we can give you the exact date. That would have been 21st.
The 21st.
Yeah. March 21st, whoever was driving this bus with the Morgan & Morgan advertising, they did a horrible job. Yeah, there we go.
It's 56. Bus 56. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we got that taken care of.
Okay.
Ah,
Was that all the pictures?
that's all you had for today. You did have a couple of the grandkids, but you know, we're gonna like I said, we'll probably time to wrap up. We got lots more next week. Like I said, this was supposed to be a summary of our trip. And we got into a lot more detail, but we got so much stuff that, you know, happened on the trip. We we'd like to cover some more of the highlights and lowlights of what happened, but overall it was a good trip. Very tiring. We're both I think ready for ready for bed. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining us tonight and you know, listening to our ramblings about this last trip. When we have a little more time to regroup and you know, figure out some more things and maybe get some actual, you know, sort of slides put together, we will get back with you on
We're
more.
not
You're yawning
doing
again. You're
slides.
yawning again.
I can't stay up. We're not doing slides.
Well, not slides, but I mean, we're going to have some pictures, maybe some videos of some of the highlights of the trip.
Marcus, did Marcus take a picture of his huge steak? His prime, what he had prime rib and he had a steak. How big was the steak? 20 ounces?
Mine was, I had a 22-ounce bone-in New York, was it New York?
Oh, it was a ribeye.
Ribeye. At the yacht, stop yawning. At the Yachtsman. And he had the one night, it was a 14-ounce prime rib, and the other night was a 12-ounce prime rib. I think, was that 2 nights in a row or something? We had steaks going out. I mean,
No, it wasn't 2 nights. Was it?
might have been.
Because we did go to Steakhouse 71.
Which we didn't have planned, but we ended up getting a reservation the one night. And
Yes, we did have it planned.
well, we didn't have it planned. It wasn't like we planned it 60 days in advance or 30 days. And we planned it, hours in advance.
No, I thought I had reservations. I just changed them.
But we had to we changed a lot of stuff. Anyway, we'll see everybody next week as we go into some more detail, and hopefully my wife isn't yawning the whole show. I am going to attempt to sing us out. You ready?
I'm leaving before
You're
you
leaving.
sing.
Everybody's deserting me. I'm all by myself now. Okay. I will see you downstairs in about 5 minutes. My goodness. Okay. So, yes, we will have a good week. Hopefully, we'll see you guys next week. But we had got a lot of meals. We got a lot of stuff done. We got a lot of things done on the fly. It was a lot of fun. Again, Caleb, thanks for being out there. We had a lot of good people watching the show tonight. So here we go. Ready? And a one, and a two. And now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. MIC. See you real soon. KEY. Why? Because we like you. MOUSE. Thank you. We will hopefully mend up quickly here for next week. We will be recovered, fully revived, and have plenty of sleep. So good night, everybody. See you real soon.